There was a boy named Daniel. He was 22 years old. He lived in a small town with his mother and younger sister. His father was always around, but not present. He didn't laugh with them. He didn't hug them. He didn't say, "I love you." He just came home, ate, and went to sleep. And Daniel, he thought his father didn't care. Daniel used to say to himself, "Why doesn't he talk to me like other dads?" At school, his friends talked about how their fathers played with them, took them out, bought them gifts. But Daniel, he felt left out. Even when he tried to talk to his dad, the man just nodded and kept quiet. So Daniel started keeping his distance. When Daniel got older, he began to argue with his father. He would shout, "You don't even try. Mom is the one doing everything in this house." His mother would step in and say softly, "Your father loves you. He just doesn't show it the way he wants." But Daniel didn't believe it. To him, love must be loud. It must be seen. It must be felt. And his father was just too quiet. Then one day, everything changed. His father left for work in the morning and he didn't come back. There was an accident. It happened fast. No goodbye, no warning, just silence. Mr. Johnson was gone. At the funeral, people came and said kind things. They said he was a giver. He helped many people. He was a good man. Daniel sat quietly, confused. Are we talking about the same man? That was not the father I knew. He didn't cry much. Not then. He felt more numb than sad. A few days later, while packing his father's things, Daniel found something under the bed. It was a black diary, old, torn, covered in dust. He opened it. The first line said, "If anything happens to me and my son finds this, I want you to know that I always loved you, even when I didn't know how to say it." Daniel froze. He sat down and began to read. April 2008. He says, "I worked 2 shifts today so Daniel can go to school. I couldn't afford the fees, but I begged. I will pay small. I don't want him to feel different from other kids." Today, June 13, 2009. He wanted a new toy. I didn't have money. He looked so sad. I cried when he slept. I feel like I'm failing as a father. Today, October 7, 2011. He shouted at me today, saying I didn't love him. My heart broke, but I didn't shout back. I just went to the bathroom and cried. Daniel's hands were shaking. His eyes were wet. He kept reading. Page after page, years after year. Daniel saw everything. How his father borrowed money to pay rent. How he starved just so the kids could eat well. How he walked long distance to save transport money. How he turned down clothes and shoes just so Daniel and his sister could look good. Daniel was reading the life of a man who had loved deeply but silently. July 3rd, 2016. Daniel is becoming a man. I see myself in him. Strong, smart, brave. But I also see that he doesn't see the love in my eyes. Maybe one day he will. Maybe one day he will understand I gave all I had. Daniel closed the diary and he wept. He held it to his chest. He cried like a little boy. And then he said through tears, "I'm sorry, Dad." After that day, Daniel changed. He became more patient with his mother. He smiled more at his sister. He took up a small job just to help around. He stopped asking why his father was quiet, because now he knew silence wasn't a lack of love, it was full of sacrifice. One afternoon, Daniel went to his father's grave. He stood there in silence, then whispered, "I thought you didn't do enough, Dad. But now I see you did everything you could and